And I pay me one interesting post from lawyer Dominic. I just said that post, order a fee Accra High Court with respect to interlocutory injunction and now no omusiki said the on the best stop a celebration of life of the late Charles Kodefusu, aka that Lumba, said happened on the 28th of March 2026. Another event happened here on that same 28th of March 2026. But that one no, a celebration of life of Mame Akosua Serwaa. I made a report from the event abroad. The question people are asking here, and it say, so what can lawyer Dominic do? Ombetimi file for contempt and now say omutumi. And for that reason, many a lawyer for bear for adwen kobo, and they've all given me their opinion. I have Gossip 24 so maybe a subscribe button so now click the bell notification icon. So if you follow Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at gossip24.com, any gossip24 TV. You go straight to it. So this is not going to be your normal gist, right? Now, like I said, I've had conversations before Godeman with several lawyers. I just say Omama Media opinion on what has happened so far with respect to Asema and Anu Ebusapeni Kofiusu. And I'm the lawyers, Baba Jamal and Associates, so and they call down Accra High Court. Now, Asem no, ne fire by ina and say, the fire by ina and say, Papa she, Mame Akosua Serwaa, Mame Akosua Brempoma, and office war for Yapoku, and Ebusapeni Wusu say, Omo kwa organize event be. Now event omo kwa organize no. Omo ni so mo di kan ye da. Now, in as much as say Ebusapeni is on record, so can ye UTV in his response to another some baby say after a year no, obia person tena say eye de person ye bi obetumi aye no.
Ebusapeni, Bacho say ye no 13 December. Obi etimi ye the ope after 13 December.
Oh, so we person or ye bibia obetumi aye.
Okay.
What I say? Because we could American be you know be so person trust or German. Obi person trust oh you can do it.
Ebusapeni won say event na Mame Akosua Serwaa, Mame Akosua Brempoma wo fire poku ni papa shimu kwa organize no. Event a omo ambo no Ebusapeni na mane. Event a in as much as court aka say Mame Odoboni ye no. Omo yi ne film. Event a Mame Akosua Serwaa Mame Odoboni na ewo ma. Just omo ni the late Charles Kodefusu ewo come here. Omo ba ne kra nim ho hwe. Event almost as who say baba be a second funeral for the late Charles Kodefusu. Meanwhile, the 1 year is just around the corner. It's the other thing will be that sort of a celebration of life be. And also we also more raise donations or more funds near there. Now so that Lumba yenya Cheney estate. Ye obi na there cry yenya chair. Let's for administration cry yenya fans will be answer and will be to me actually say ye Jessica what that number D and I said that number D yes say it's court no and stop it. And my court no and my event bisa and basso. Into your dear assembly court dying Accra High Court no. O pleading for sign them back and crowing. The kind so moon declare say or no Ebusapeni Kofiusu no and our exclusive authority so bet me organizing any other thing concerning the late Charles Kodefusu, including the burial. Court no and declare say 13th of December 2025 burial na Akosua and only the final burial for the late Charles Kodefusu. Court no declare the Tosumiesa say event ebekoso on the 28th and 29th of March no. The kind unlawful, unauthorized, contrary to Akan customary law underlying UEFA to. The Tosu court no declare say and as a court no an order injunction ebe preventing obia so be you see that number D and the organizing events be and now say any other events be similar to a year Yesu ye twedwado anase be lebuna celebration of life impo court ne so far order embra be preventing kwofo so be jisika say na de koye bibi ni ade a be you see that number din court ne so far interlocutory injunction and to event be baso e March no eso anase any other similar event na face court ne far order embra be preventing nkwafo na omo involved no any obi obe omo bia so be you see that number D for any event there to subiom court no awarding no costs any legal fees bia na esafata no and there to so enkron said there order bia court no so say one be bua omo ebusua ni bia no court no fa order no embra. So this is the matter and before the Accra High Court now on the 25th of March 2026 omo ko pie mu court now omo ko pie mu court no right there was an order if we court them by, but bear in mind say we were all not privy to the facts in the order. Ain't see Papa Shibe can't say some is a celebration of life of the late Akosua Serwaa. Celebrating Mami Akosua Serwaa. You all remember.
God Almighty bless you. Amen. We are going to celebrate our dear sister, our beloved sister, Akosua Serwaa, for soon the widow. That's right. So they are saying, be blessed and God.
Good. And then there was an argument. I said, lawyer Dominic Eberezi said, Obian to me organizing an event similar to events in our courts and our preventing courts in order by to be in this, and that's our contempt.
Do any other thing that is contrary to the terms of the injunction. We cannot dress up another program to try and outwit the ruling. No, we cannot. We cannot move it from celebration of DL to celebration of any other person with the same agenda. No, we cannot. We cannot go in there and dress up in anything that has DL in it. We cannot do that. Yes, and I must confess to you, we have already taken steps to ensure, say, anyone, first of all, to prevent anyone from violating the injunction ruling, and most importantly, to bring or cite anyone for contempt if they attempt to violate it. That one, and then I must tell you, it's something that the court does not take kindly to. That when it gives its orders, anyone will flout it. It's Mr. Mo Bibiara, Mempese Meye Nipabone for Se court ama inshare yenina yeniso na court ni hu se asem no kan yebu no yenka hu asem no yenka wie.
Now contempt betchino, people were asking, say, what was the basis into lawyer Dominic Ede Kasa? I found this on lawyer Dominic page so this lawyer Dominic share order for interlocutory injunction. Now remember, the main case no they called down Accra High Court. Filing a request for injunction. Injunction suit no JJ/0437/2026. And a court in the order eba on interlocutory injunction na pleading for no court in the can say upon reading affidavits from Ebusiapeni Kofi Usuno. Our the beda court no on 18th of February 2026 no. Now otie lawyer Dominic ni pleading no. Just the beda court no for the reason to almost say interlocutory injunction no. Now also tie Mami Akosua Serwaa, Mami Akosua Brempoma of fire, poking papa she muso lawyer and some of the two gano. Or no courts no order. I want in Yansan in nim diemu say. Defendants no. Papa she Mami Akosua Serwaa, Mami Akosua Brempoma mo. And you be or be mubiano. And to me, any events be related to the late Charles Kodofosu. Kopem say Oma can assembly we inti Omutu assembly the share 23rd of April 2026. It's judge no sign here say obian to me near event or say it is hereby ordered that the defendants, their agents, assigns, privies, or anyone claiming through them are hereby restrained from holding any events in relation to the late Charles Kodofosu, aka Daddy Lumba, pending the final determination of this suit. Good. Now, this is the full ruling also from the Accra High Court. Now, remember, it means an injunction was granted pending the final determination of the suit. But with respect to the entire case now, Omode Kwadai Court, right? Judge no one in Yansan in him game no. I can say wait your pleadings now. But when in the conclusion, see, my kind of for Namin say. Upon consideration that upon consideration of the processes so far filed, the court opines that as between the plaintiff who sued as head of family and the defendants, there are obviously serious questions to be tried in respect of the customary law of the parties, which requires preserving the status quo pending the final determination of this suit. I am guided by the fact that the grant or refusal of an interlocutory injunction is discretionary and must be exercised judicially, fairly, and candidly, taking the settled principles into account. In the circumstances, therefore, not to say, and in the exercise of my discretion, that's a me at home. Say me use my discretion because injunction is a me grantee, me na me chess me grantee. Say me grantee me, but me share the nature of the case now. Now me share say nya assemnity a mamre kwan so nya de na ebusua pen na de asemi bae as ebusuanity na. Even though some people challenge them by the time no na court they or referring to as ebusuan penny, right? I was say me my injunction. I was say between the injunction to assembly so. Nati. Or say, in the circumstances, therefore, and in the exercise of my discretion, I hold that the equities favor granting the instant application and same is accordingly granted. So me ma injunction na ebeboa into me granting injunction. So it validates the documenter, Lawyer Dominic Esheye. Say indeed, court granting injunction to prevent the holding of any event in the name of the late Charles Kodefosu, aka Daddy Lumba. No, I can't say. The defendants, their agents, assigns or privies, just as it was stated in the interlocutory injunction, are restrained from holding any events and or they buy, right? And or can say, or more order say, pursuant to order 25, rule 9 of CI 47, or more the undertaking about 2 honomo. Say, a kebia, mammy, Akosua Brimpo, mamma, Akosua Serwaa for your poku, and a papa shimo abo. Efa is a share of my year towards the celebration of life of the late Charles Kodefosu. Lawyer Dominic Mo, and you wish a penny more for some undertaking and says, what can assembly we and assembly boo, it's ya or moi, or Metuasa Cano, Edia Mom. It was consequently, the court orders that the plaintiff, pursuant to order 25 rule 9 of CI 47, to give an undertaking to pay any damages that the defendant may suffer as a result of the grant of the application, if it turns out in the end that the plaintiff was not entitled to the order. Additionally, while an interlocutory injunction at this stage will be an appropriate remedy until the serious questions are tried and determined, pursuant to Order 45, Rule 7 of CI 47, I direct the defendants to file their statement of defense within the next 7 days, and all pleadings shall be settled in 14 days. The case is adjourned to 13th of April 2026. So these were the words of the judge, our Accra High Court. Now, based on these words, many a lawyer for Awodo, these two documents, ample time. So, more made their opinion on this. Said, Sammy, Mammy Akosua Serwaa, Mammy Akosua Brimpo, for your Pokuni Papa Shimo, Akako organizes celebration of life of Mammy Akosua Serwaa and not Daddy Lumba. However, there is a letter from University of Ghana, Legon for Sports Directorate Honomo, right? Just a letter no, a state say, Mammy Akosua Brimpo, Mammy Akosua Serwaa mo, Eba Beji Sports Stadium no, for an intended program, and that was also on the 28th of March 2026. But in no moment the bed down, the secure venue no, inaccurate. Additionally, Omo receiving a court injunction affecting the use of facility no from the program no into Omo final music and 50%. 50% so to 2 never real. Omo beje. But events in the course so our allocation. So what do they see in this entire case? Now, from all the lawyers no, one thing was clear. Say, Omo are very sure say by this time, Lawyer Dominic, so ye Juma, and I say ono di asemi enim ewo Baba Jamal and associates alongside Lawyer Fatimo. Omo are sure say by this time, Omo file a contempt ewo court. But the trick here no, and it say contempt no more filing over then. Omo filing over say Mammy Akosua Brimpo mamo or fire Pokum Papa Shimo. I organize celebration of life for Akosua Serwaa ana because a celebration of life for Akosua Serwaa there. They are very sure say judge no and granted the contempt because contempt no it is the discretion of the judge. A judge in the bench say okay, as some make any more in this so me bu asem so into me bu contempt no. idiot and I say may chemo for contempt. But what can change here, no? A University of Ghana, in the sense that before Sobekakoji University of Ghana location, no, and the event, no, you write a letter. So, what was the reason given in the letter? And this is something a lawyers know and drew my attention also, which was very interesting. Now, I'm not a student of the law. I just so happen to have access to few lawyers who are very good, who happen to guide us on some of these stories, right? What they said was that, you know, if they come and speak here, people will major one way or support way. But what they said basically was that, listen, Sebane contempt, a judge, no, and a becas okay, as some kind and win this so. But almost a judge and some more kind, the judge spoke directly, say, celebration of life of Charles Kudufusu. And so be a celebration of life of Mami Akosua Serwaa. Then you can't say contempt. The doubt say judge never granted contempt, no. But player I bet me assess the entire case, no. If a contempt of court is filed, a University of Ghana sports directorate, no, and it will be based on requests. And now said the letter ben and nobody could die in University of Ghana. Say events ben no more organizing. Ain't a University of Ghana directorate no a true woman say details of receive here from we event no has proven to be inaccurate. That is where the game is. So if the game is played in that light, and no crano, they argued say it could help in seeking the contempt. But then University of Ghana can also sue. Say they were deceived and I said they were misled. Say over J Park no, for this purpose. And now they hear this particular purpose. So they can sue say they were misled. But for the contempt, they can play a role. However, the doubts. So without University of Ghana sports directorate being involved, there is nowhere judge no ebema contempt. Bear in mind, say contempt is discretionary. It's to the discretion of the judge. There is no lay down rule. It says a way there clearly a contempt. It is to the discretion of the judge. It is all file here. Na judge na hwese ampa. Nkofo ya sama meka chom no mo ntie. Meka chom say mo koye event bia wo Charles Kodefosu din mu. Entare o mo share kra no. Na Charles Kodefosu wom. Okay, poster na ye Mami Akosua Serwaa. Fine. Na most University of Ghana omo ko secure location for this and omo koye this. So, what can change the entire game is University of Ghana. Without the University of Ghana, the doubts, so the contempt of courts can actually happen based on the wording in the interlocutory injunction. Because the judge stated, say or order, so move to me and hold any event in relation to the late Charles Kodefosu, aka Daddy Lumba. Kopim Sombe determine this particular suit area. And then they held an event in the name of Akosua Serwaa. So they would have to prove, say, indeed, the event, was for the late Charles Kodefosu. But if everything from flyers to banners and everything shows that it was in the name of Akosua Serwaa, then the only player I'll be to me assess the entire case with respect to contempt will be the University of Ghana. But even with the University of Ghana, they can go with the approach of deceit. Say, ya dada ye. Yeah, the 6, adani ye 9. Yeah, sorry, ye no. Sana ye 9, na ye 6. Aha ye Gossips 24. Obit me at your our comment section. So it is that letter that can change a lot. And I'm sure a lot of you can't wait to see if indeed say contempt in Webaso and now say Embaso. I think it will be an interesting sight to behold. Say lawyer Dominic Mbe file for contempt. Na ya lawyers neso. Our justice Klendi. Asweno. Say how would they defend this? I am sure say they knew the loophole in this matter. And perhaps that is why they allowed their clients to proceed with celebration of life of Mami Akosua Serwaa. Because when you go into the history of the two law firms, right, Baba Jamal and Associates, founded by Baba Jamal, a renowned politician and a renowned lawyer in Ghana. What you say? Led by lawyer Fatih, lawyer Dominic Money Kakao. If you go to Kulendi at law, Justice Kulendi, so justice, was Supreme Court summary, and lead managing partner for that particular law firm. And so say a friend, and then the court Supreme Court, a justice. So these two law firms have a lot of reputation, and I am sure they know what they're about. I can't wait to see how this whole contempt will play out in court. Until then, see you in the next video. Magraheb.